Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a drugstore beauty haul. I'll start off with just a couple of boring things, and I picked up some more of the cotton wool double oval face pads. I love these ones from Boots. I would never buy them anywhere else. They're just really well made and they work really well, and they don't like disintegrate while you're taking your makeup off or when you're using them, so I like those, and they're always on offer for 2 packets for like buy one get one half price or something like that, so I picked up those. I also bought some Lemsip. These are the Lemsip Day and Night Cold and Flu Relief Capsules, because the day ones have caffeine in and the nighttime ones don't, so this is what I've been having to try and get over my little sniffles. Boots have recently introduced NYX into their stores and online, and they had one in the Manchester City Centre store, which is the one that I visited yesterday. So I picked up a few things because I've had a few things from NYX before. This lip cream that I'm wearing is actually from NYX, and I've placed orders online, but I've never actually been to a shop where I could just choose things where they've had a counter, and the counter at the one in Manchester was massive, and there was a couple of other bits I wanted to pick up. For example, they had a brow pomade, so like the Anastasia one, but it was like £4 and it looked really good, but they'd sold out of my colour, so I picked up this first, which is the NYX Wonder Pencil, and I got this in the shade Light. This looked interesting to me because I want a eyeliner that's a nude one for in my waterline to make my eyes look a little bit bigger when I don't want to wear black or brown in there. And this one, it claims that you can use it as an eyeliner, you can also use it as a concealer, like a spot concealer, and you can also use it as a lip liner to make your lips look a little bit bigger, but to prevent lipstick from bleeding without adding a colour. So I'll let you know how this one works. I think I'm going to do a little review on some of the products that I've picked up recently from NYX. And this was quite inexpensive. I then picked up a couple of things for my brows. I seem to always use the Soap and Glory Archery pencil at the moment and the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, and although they are really good, I obviously want to tell you about different products that you can get rather than just going for the same ones all the time. So the first thing is obviously by NYX, and this is the Micro Brow Pencil, and I got the shade Chocolate, and it comes in a little box like this, and it looks very similar to the Soap and Glory one and the Anastasia one. I think, yeah, the box is sellotaped, which is a little bit annoying, so I'll just rip that to get into it. So it's double-ended, and you get on one end the actual product and the other end a spoolie, so hopefully this one will be nice. And then I also bought a tinted brow mascara, and this is in the shade Chocolate again, so the matching one. This looks like you can just run it through your eyebrows and add colour, but also use it to set your brows, so I like the look of this, and this was cheap again. And yeah, they were my bits from NYX that I bought. I caved and bought these by the till because at the point where we were shopping I'd not eaten in like hours, so I really like these, just the mini Malteser reindeers. And then I also bought a nail varnish from Barry M, and this is the Jelly Nail Paint in the shade Black Grape. So it's a very deep purpley blue, I would say. It kind of looks like, I know this sounds really cringy, but like the nighttime sky. It's just something a little bit different. I don't tend to go for colours like this, so I'm excited to try this. I think it's going to look quite nice for this time of year. Now I'll move on to the stuff that I got from Superdrug, and this is in no particular order. I'm just going to go through stuff as I get to it. I actually went this morning to pick up a few more bits, but this is all stuff that I've picked up on a recent few visits, not all at once. So I'll start off with some hair products, and the first one is by VO5, and it's their new Voluptuous Waves Shape My Style Creation Hairspray. So this says it gives textured wavy looks a workable hold. So since I've had my hair cut, I'm trying to get into the thing of wearing it quite messy and just not very styled at all. Some days I have it straight and some days I do have it a bit more bouncy curly, but I think day to day I quite like having it like this, where it's just how it is. This gives like a textured wavy hold to your hair, which is what I want, so I thought I'd give this one a try, and they've got a few more different ones in the range. I then bought another Collab Sheer Invisible dry shampoo. This is a repeat purchase. This is my favourite dry shampoo ever. The Sheer Invisible one is the best in my opinion. They also do one for volume, but I find it's too tacky, whereas this one you literally can't feel it in your hair, and it's great for volume. The last thing that I got for hair is a Got To Be by Schwarzkopf mind-blowing Express Dry Styling Spray, and this says that it gives a faster blow dry, it's a heat protection and a detangling and conditioning spray, so basically all in one. And I think I'd seen this on the Pixie Woo channel and they really liked it. I really like the packaging, I think it looks really nice, and I thought I'd give this a go just to switch up my hair kind of products at the moment. I then bought a nail polish remover, and this is one of the tubs where you dip your finger in, twistle it round and it removes your nail varnish. I do like the Bourjois ones, but they're £5 and they'd actually sold out, so I got this one. It's just Superdrug's own. I think this was £2.99, so hopefully this one will work just as well. I've got some makeup bits from Rimmel to show you, and I bought I've got a couple of the Kate Moss nude lipsticks and I reviewed them on the blog, and I didn't get the shade 48, and then since then I've seen it everywhere. I know that Pixie Woo, Sam from Pixie Woo really likes it, so I decided to get it. It's quite a dark nude colour. I really liked this and I think it's going to be a really nice shade. Then I got two lip liners which were also on the recommendation of Sam Chapman. The first one is in the shade Obsession, and this is a really deep dark colour. I think it's going to match that lipstick really nicely, and the other one is in the shade Addiction, which had sold out everywhere, and in the end I managed to get it in Asda. So I'd been on the hunt for this for so long. It's very light nude colour, again like what everyone seems to be wearing these days, and it looks really pretty, so I was really happy to find these. And these are both the Exaggerate lip liners by Rimmel. I also bought an eyeshadow, and this was again on Sam Chapman's channel. She used this in a video where she said it was basically makeup to match any lipstick, and I've heard her talk about this eyeshadow a few times now, and it's from Rimmel and it's the shade Millionaire, and it's just one of their single eyeshadows, and it looks like a very shimmery goldy bronze colour. And then when I was in there they also had 3 for 2 on L'Oreal, so I picked up some things, and I actually had my eye on this nail varnish when I walked past it the first time, and then I went back and thought I'm gonna get that. And this nail varnish is in the shade 104, and it's just a very light nude colour. It's really pretty, and I love wearing dark colours like this on my nails, but I also really like wearing the nuder shades, so I really liked this, and I've been really liking the L'Oreal nail varnishes lately, and I just think the way that they're packaged so small and cute, it makes it really handy as well when you're taking them away. And then I bought another one of the True Match foundations. I really like the new packaging. That's obviously not why I bought it, but the one that I've got is running out, and it's also the wrong shade for me. I think it's too dark, so this shade that I bought is in 3N Creamy Beige. I think the one I've previously had is 4N, so I thought I'd give this one a try and hopefully it'll be a little bit lighter. And then the last thing from L'Oreal is actually a blusher, and I've got one of their blushes. I think it's Rosewood, and this one is in the shade Sandalwood. No, what's it called? I think it's Sandalwood Pink. It's number 120 anyway, and they've actually just reduced the prices on these blushes. I think they used to be £7.99 and now they're £6.99, so I do really like them, but I've always thought that they were a little bit too steep, so when I saw that they'd reduced the price I thought I'd get another one, and I thought this is just a really nice everyday wearable shade. Now I'm going to dive into my big bag that I got this morning when I went in for like 2 things. And ended up getting a lot more. The first thing I picked up was a Dare magazine, which if you've got one of their beauty card things, you get them for free, otherwise they're 50p, but they've just got some really nice things in, and it's good for like makeup ideas and to show you what's new out. It's just nice to have a flick through. Then I have in here 2 boxes of tissues, because obviously at the moment I'm going through them like there's no tomorrow, and these are just the ultra soft tissues, soft, strong and absorbent for everyday use, just normal boxes. Then I picked up 2 more of the little, what would you call these? What are they actually called? Body puffs. These were buy one get one free, and I've recently just thrown mine away. I like to kind of change these quite regularly because obviously you use them in the shower, so just to be hygienic. And I got 2 because they were buy one get one free, and I just like the plain white ones. I'm gonna have to blow my nose again. I wish that they came up with a device where you could blow your nose and it wouldn't take off like all of your makeup around your nose. It'd be good, that, wouldn't it? This next thing that I pull out of the bag is another hair care product, and this is by Tresemme, and this was massively reduced. I think it was like £7 down to £2.99, and this is the Tresemme Specialist new 5 times smoother texture Oleo Radiance hair mask, and this is a creamy moisturizer with argan and almond oils, and it's supposed to illuminates lightweight healthiness. That's what it says on the front. Doesn't really make sense, that does it? I love hair masks. I use them all the time. The one I'm using at the moment is nearly finished. This smells okay. It just smells like a normal hair care product, nothing too special, and it was really cheap, so I thought I'd give it a go. I think I went a little bit nail polish crazy recently. I've got 3 more here, and the first one is from Bourjois, and this is in the shade Marron Show number 9, and this is a really deep maroon colour like you'd expect from the name, and I really like these lilac formula from Bourjois. I think they're really good, and they were on offer again, 3 for 2. And then I also picked up a couple from Tanya Burr, and I bought a couple of her nail varnishes when she first launched her makeup range, and I wasn't overly impressed by the packaging, and it kind of put me off using them a little bit, and one of them leaked. And I was just a bit like, When I went in this morning, they had a 1/3 off, and obviously she's repackaged them, and I think they look so much better now. They look so much classier. So I picked up the shades Duvet Day, which is this very pale grey colour, and then also the shade New York Night, which is a very deep plummy purpley colour. So I picked up those two. So hopefully this packaging will be a lot better. Yeah, you pull the lid off and then just use this bit, so I quite like that. I think they look really pretty. Okay, the last few bits I picked up, another couple of things from Bourjois, and the first thing is a, what are they called? Velvet matte, no, Rouge Edition Velvet, and this is in the shade Red Volution. This is one of their new colours. It's just a really deep red. I'm always on the hunt for the perfect matte red shade, and I just thought I'd give this one a go because I don't have it. And then because it was 3 for 2 and I got that nail varnish, I also picked up the Air Matte foundation, and this has got a 24-hour hold, and I got the shade 02 Vanilla. This is the most recent foundation launch from Bourjois, and I saw that Fleur de Force was really impressed by it, and I quite value her opinion when it comes to makeup, so I thought I'd give it a go. I've got quite a few claims. Hopefully it'll live up to it. I do really like the L'Oreal Infallible Matte one, but sometimes I find it's just a little bit too matte. Like I don't want it to be too flat on my face, so hopefully this one will just be a little bit different. The last thing I picked up is from the brand Lottie London, and I've tried the brand before, and I've only ever tried the brushes. I've not tried any of the makeup or anything like that. The brushes I wasn't overly impressed with, just because a couple of them broke really easily. Some of them are still going strong, but they're not my most favourite brushes that I've ever used, and they're not that cheap. This is the Soap Star Solid Brush Cleanser, and I thought I'd give this a go. I think it was £6, and it's got coconut oil and shea butter in there. It says it's travel friendly and 100% vegan. I really like the packaging, but I use my solid brush cleanser for my beauty blender or my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and it's quite expensive and it's not that easy to get hold of. I have to either get it from Space NK, which we don't have around here, or online. So I thought I'd give this one a go, and it comes in a little pot like the Beauty Blender one does. You get quite a nice size soap in there. It smells quite nice. Oh, what I like is it's got like a weird bobbly thing on the bottom to like dry the soap out. The Beauty Blender one doesn't have that, and it ends up being on the sink for like 3 days while it's drying out, but that's quite nice that it's got that in there to help it dry out. So I'll keep you updated on that. I think I'll probably do a blog post on it, because I think it's the first one that I've ever seen like this on the high street, so I'm quite excited to give that one a go. That's everything that I've picked up from the drugstores recently. Really excited just to add new bits to my makeup. I always find I go through stages of either buying clothes or buying makeup, and recently, because I have put on a little bit more weight and I've not been on the diet, I've not wanted to buy clothes. I've bought obviously the odd piece, because you just do, don't you? Like this is the new polar neck from New Look. I just feel like I just bought quite a lot of makeup recently, so I thought I'd show you the more affordable items that I've added to my collection. So that's it for today's video. So I hope you've enjoyed today. I hope you're having a lovely week so far, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.